Corn and corn growers have long played an important role in the beef industry. Russell Nemitz has more on this important partnership.
You know, in the U.S. beef cattle industry, there are a lot of important relationships that get us onto the road of profitability. And one of those relationships is with our friends in the corn industry. And with us on today's program is John Linder from the National Corn Growers Association. John caught up with you this year here in Houston, Texas at the Cattle Industry Convention and right here as part of the NCBA trade show. Let's talk about that important relationship between you folks as corn growers and the U.S. cattle industry and all those producers across America.
You know, we're really looking forward to those opportunities where we can really lock arms and really go after the issues that we both face. That's, you know, over our history, we've had a little bit of separation of issues, but boy, today's environment, we are lockstep. There are so many commonalities between us, and so it's really great to have that opportunity for cattle and corn to come together and work together on all the things we face that are so common to us.
Well, usually when the corn industry has a good year, that means good things for the U.S. beef cattle industry as well, because that's allowing our cattle producers to raise even more high quality beef, which of course is in hot demand, not just here in this country, but around the world.
Oh, we love value added. And boy, do we love beef. You know, there's no better thing to put on your plate. I'm not gonna put whole corn on my plate and eat it. I want beef. So yeah, it's such an opportunity in this marketplace, and we need to help facilitate that so that we have that strength and that longevity in that marketplace.
You know, let's talk about how sustainability, I mean, that is a huge word right now in the entire agricultural industry, whether it's for corn growers or beef cattle producers. Walk us through the sustainability story and why it's so important.
You know, I'll kick it off. You know, everyone needs to be willing to accept that sustainability is a three-legged stool. We have the environmental piece, we've got the economic for us growers, such an important piece, but there's a social aspect. And that portrays back to the consumer. And we really need to be able to tell the sustainable corn production story and what a good story we have. But we need to push it out through our value chain through beef. You know, we did our work. We have our Corn Sustainability Advisory Group, and we've got a great report at www.ncga.com under/sustainability. You'll find that full report, and it's a really good read. Talks about where we came from in the period of 1980 to 2015, but we've got those goals out there for 2030. We want to use less land per bushel by 12%. We want to use 13% less energy. We want to reduce our input or our emissions to the atmosphere by 13%. We want to reduce land erosion by another 13%. And we've got a great goal for better, efficient use of water by 15%, all by 2030.
Well, and I think farmers and ranchers across America are starting to hear that message loud and clear that consumers and others, they want to hear our positive story, how we raise our food from the actual food producer, don't they?
They deserve choice, and we need to be that choice. And so, yes, we got to get our story out there so we are the chosen product of the consumer. And it goes around the world, right? Because I like to share with folks that while we're sleeping here in the States tonight, somewhere in the world, somebody's thinking about corn or a corn value-added product like beef and thinking, where am I going to source it? Well, it might as well be the U.S. We've got the supply, the best products when sustainably produced.
Well, absolutely. Well, we appreciate you joining us here on Cattleman to Cattleman. Again, the National Corn Growers Association's John Linder, one of the many attendees here at the Cattle Industry Convention and NCBA Trade Show this year here in Houston, Texas.
Now, if you'd like to learn more about the National Corn Growers Association and their efforts, just visit their website. That's ncga.com.